People don't understand how important the last year was in crypto, in stocks, in everything. Um, Obviously, I want to remain focused on the crypto side of things, but understand that millionaires will be made from everywhere that we were last year to where we can be this year and where we can be in the next, 2 years after that. Millionaires will be made. It's going to be insane to see how many opportunities that people end up having. Now, whether people end up FOMOing into it, you might have people that lose money as well. But the people that made the right decision in finding the low part of the market and making a move into those low part of the market and not believing, everybody that comes to say Bitcoin's going to $5,000, Bitcoin's going to $1,000, Ethereum's going down to, under $100. So many people were just like it's going to fall down, and it still could fall, but I personally don't believe that we are going to see that much of a crash. We have a lot of people that are willing to invest into the crypto market. We have a lot of people that understand the cycles that we do have, and some people really quote the two different type of cycles that we see out there for predictions are around Bitcoin, right? Where Bitcoin has this 1 year 1 year bear and then 3 years bullish, right? Where things are moving, right? That's where we stand right now, where it currently is holding true. Where we had that 1 year bear, now we're starting to get into that start of the 3 year bullish term. But then you have the Bitcoin halving, as people know that as that does happen, people are we're going to see more investing into it. And we see an increase in interest in the crypto market, which we've seen also in the past. Um, but I think where we stand, going from a $800 billion market cap up to a $1.05 trillion market cap, um, we are now officially, especially for being green for these last like 10, 14 days, right? Instead of being green for 1 day and being red for the rest, we're now seeing red for 1 day and green for pretty much every other day. And even during that day, we found a recovery to be green, right? So it's insane to see the movement, and to understand what this will be, you have to understand where people could have invested in at the bottom and how much they could have made. So I'm going to talk about this. We're going to go through different investments, understand where the bottom is, and even to this point how much they could have made, but understand when we get to the top, the peak point of the market, not just where we were, but also surpass that at, I believe, a $5 trillion market cap, which I'm pretty sure it might end up going past that, but let's say a $5 trillion market cap. Understand what you could be holding, in your pocket, in your wallet, how much this could be worth, because this is the beginning stages. It's just like, people that started investing in the stock market. Stock market was kind of, you still did have businesses behind it, but you have kind of things that are fluctuating quite a bit until they started adding more regulation, more stability, all of these other things. You had a lot of movement upwards, and people were making money from investing in Amazon and whatever else they were investing into, right? You're making a ton. Millionaires will be made over a long period of time for businesses. Millionaires will be made over, in my opinion, a short period of time for cryptocurrency. From that bear market that we've seen to this bull market, just wait. So anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you agree down in the comment section before we even get started. Give me your opinion before we get started, and then maybe you can edit it or add to it and give me an opinion afterwards. I'm always interested in reading the comments. I can't respond to everything. I try to respond to some now because I'm trying to get these scam comments out of here, but it's so difficult to do that. Because they keep coming, and as I delete them, more come. And if I make a comment, they comment to me, which is stupid. But anyways, they do that, and I try and delete that. So it's definitely tough. So I apologize. Don't fall for any type of scams. Know that I will not ask you for anything. I will not tell you to reach out to me on WhatsApp or on Telegram or anything like that. If I'm gonna reach out to you, um, I will probably let you know well beforehand and not in the comment section. We have to find a structure to where I actually can reach out to people. But I mainly talk to a lot of people on Patreon. So if you want to talk to me directly, go over to Patreon. You can pay for the $5 level, the Discord level, and you can talk to me directly through either Discord or through the messaging of Patreon. And we can chat back and forth if you guys want to have a discussion. But anyways, since I'm rambling on, let's talk about the crypto market, right? So crypto market again, since I'm recording this at 8 o'clock now, it's at a $1.05 trillion market cap from a level of about an $800 billion market cap, maybe a month ago or something. Now we're seeing this at a $1.05 trillion market cap, up about 7% over the last 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance is up to 42%. We're seeing Bitcoin up to about a 23,000 dollar level. Now understand that the whole purpose for this video is to talk about how millionaires will be made. Let's just go through scenarios here to understand how much you could have made, right? So Bitcoin over the last year has hit a low of 15.5. Let's just leave it at even numbers and say that it's at 16, right? So if it's at 16 all the way to 23, right, you're looking at $7,000 that you could have gained per Bitcoin that you had. So if you bought, maybe $100,000 worth or whatever, you're gaining a hell of a lot getting back up to this spot. $6,000, let's say times 5, you're looking at $30,000 that you could have gained just over a short period of time if we're going from 15.59 to the level of $22,000 or $23,000. Now, understand where this was at its high point. This was at $69,000 at its high point. So from you investing at $16,000, you could have gained so much just from holding those Bitcoin. Maybe it's one or two, or maybe you had enough to buy multiples, and now you're able to gain so much. And that's just Bitcoin. I don't think there's a crazy amount of potential with Bitcoin. I think there's potential to double, triple, quadruple, maybe 5x your investment. And that's kind of more consistency that you are looking with that. And I do expect this to go a lot further, to see a $5 trillion market cap, maybe up to a $100,000 price, meaning that if you hold 5 Bitcoin, you have $500,000. So you're making so much money out of it. You bought 5 at the low, which cost you less than $100,000. And now you have it. Each Bitcoin that you have is worth $100,000. That's $500,000 that you can end up having off of that. And you can take your initial investment if you want to and still hold, $300,000, $400,000 in there. So you can definitely gain a lot on your investments. But there's also other opportunities, right? As you go down the list with a lower market cap, you understand that there's more opportunity. I think Ethereum has a lot more opportunity, understanding that this at an all-time high was at a $500 billion market cap, or about a $5,000 price. This was at $800 of a low. So let's say you can basically 5x your investment, 6x your investment from there, which is really, really good. To be able to have, let's say if you invest $1,000, to have $6,000 or $100,000, you would have $600,000. It seems like as you go down the list, you start to, further your chances of gaining a lot more. Now, if we scroll down here, we understand Solana. Solana was at a low over the last year. It was at a low of $8.14. Just right now, it's at $25.31, up 18% today. 235% in volume. So we're seeing a lot that's flowing through, and Solana is not done. Solana got to a high of $143 in the last year. And I would probably say, with all of the coins that they have added, I would probably say $150 is the kind of that level that I start to gauge. But I believe it can go a lot further than that, right? With a newer, understanding of the higher amounts or higher market caps in the markets, right? Instead of seeing it, things resist at 100 billion, you're seeing them surpass 100 billion and maybe resist at 150 billion or 200 billion, as we're seeing more and more things that are becoming, popular and used in the crypto space. Now, again, as we go down the list, there's going to be so many other opportunities. Shiba Inu, to get back up to a $60 billion market cap, would be a 10x return. Litecoin, to get up to a 60, 70, $100 billion market cap, you would be looking at well over a 10x return. If we scroll down here to Terra Luna Classic or Aptos or whatever, Terra Luna Classic, let's go with that. We're looking at this and we can see that can go from a $1 billion market cap. Let's say the max or the peak is $100 billion worth of a market cap with how many people that are invested into it. You're looking at a 100x return with a position like Terra Luna Classic. Now, I expect way more than that, than a 100x return. I expect, this to really run with all the burning. But if we're just looking at the market cap side of things, it shows so much potential in the crypto market that millionaires will be made. And you might even end up seeing billionaires being made at some point. I invested $40 into Terra Luna Classic. $40. There are people that invested more than me at the same rate, right? They invested at the same time that I did, and they ended up getting a hell of a lot because they were able to buy more. I couldn't buy more because MetaMask really limited me. Thanks, MetaMask. Actually, you know what? It wasn't MetaMask. Let me not blame them. It was my bank. My bank limited me. But anyways, you're turning a certain amount that you invest, $1,000, into maybe hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars. Insane. Can't wait for this bull market to really flourish, everything to run. And I hope it happens, well before tax season, because I don't want what people tend to do is while things are decreasing and they have to pay their taxes, they end up pulling out their investment to pay taxes, institutions included. So I want to see if they're going to pull something out. It's going to be a very small amount because they made so much money over this bull market. So I want to see the markets continue to thrive. But anyways, that's where we stand. I believe we're going to get to a $5 trillion market cap. I believe so many other things are going to run. Kronos is going to make a huge move. BNB is going to make a huge move. A lot of things are going to run. And I can't wait until we see all of these levels that it gets to. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Remember, I'm recording this at 7 o'clock, so I don't know what the market is doing at the time of posting this video, which might be 5 o'clock at night or 5 o'clock in the evening or afternoon. I don't know what you want to say. I guess afternoon, but it's also evening. Doesn't matter. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, follow me on Patreon, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.